Look at that, guys. Nice, rich pot of curry chicken. What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to the Tasty Jamaica Kitchen. On the menu today, guys, we have some delicious Jamaican curry chicken. And guys, I'm so excited to share my recipe with you because growing up in Jamaica, I used to love me some curry chicken. When I tell you this is my favorite dish, guys. When I tell you my dad used to make this and he put the potato and the carrots in there and it have this nice flavor, guys. You have to try this recipe. Let me go ahead and show you how to make my curry chicken in your kitchen. Let's get to it. Okay, my beautiful people, so to make you some delicious curry chicken, you're gonna need some chicken. So right here I have my chicken pieces. I have leg quarters. I love the chicken leg quarters because here you have all the grizzly part. I love to taste that part, and that part is in all of the leg and the thigh and all of that. So that's why I like to use the leg quarters for curry chicken. All right, but you could use the whole chicken if you'd like. So traditionally in Jamaica, you need to cut your chicken pieces small like this. All right, so you cut it like this because the seasoning just absorbs better into the meat, right? So you got to make sure that you cut your chicken in small bite pieces like this. So you chop it up small, okay? I've seen people do the whole pieces before, and trust me, that's not curry chicken. It makes a huge difference when you chop up your chicken small. So please don't skip that step. Make sure that you chop up your chicken small. Remember to wash your chicken with lemon and vinegar. So I already did that to my chicken. All right, so now what we're gonna need to do is season up our meat. Okay, so right here, first thing you're gonna need is some oil. I love to use oil to season up my meat because it just makes everything blend up together. All right, so just pour a little bit of that over it. You don't need too much because curry chicken, you don't want it to be greasy, so don't put too much oil. All right, here I have some garlic powder. I'm gonna sprinkle some of that on there. I also have some black pepper. We're gonna sprinkle some black pepper over that as well. We also have some allspice berries, also known as pimento powder. This is in powdered form. They have the seed form, but I suggest blending it out if you have the whole form because you trust me, you don't want to bite on those. It's very unpleasant when you just crunch on one of those, but blend it in, it's delicious. Here I have my curry powder, star to show love curry powder. You could use any curry powder of your choice. All right, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that over the meat. And if you know me and you've been watching my channel, you know this is a must in my dishes. I love my Maggi season up. All right, so here I have the all-purpose Maggi season up. So I'm gonna put some of that on there. This is a must in Jamaican food, guys, a must. And my general rule of thumb is you could always add seasoning, but you can't take out. So don't add too much at once because as you go, you know what you want your food to taste like. You know your salt tolerance. Go ahead and add the amount of seasoning that's necessary for that flavor to burst. So if you ever had curry chicken, you know what you want it to taste like. Just season and taste as you go. All right. Here I also have some Maggi season up chicken flavor. All right, so I love to use both of them because the chicken flavor just have a nice taste. All right, so they say your ancestors tap your shoulder and let you know when to stop sprinkling seasoning. So if you stick with me and watch what I do, you're gonna become an expert at how much seasoning you should put on your meat. It's literally like in your eyeballs that you get that. But for now, like I said, taste as you go and adjust. Okay, so here I have some seasoning. So right here I have my onions, I have garlic, and I have some green bell pepper. All right, so any bell pepper of your choice you could use. These are the seasoning that I'm going to start with as a basis on the meat. So we're just going to go ahead and put that over our meat. And we cannot forget our green seasoning. Alright, I have a video up of this on my channel. So if you want to know the exact recipe for this, go ahead and check that out. And I'll also link it below so that you could know how to make this green seasoning. So just go ahead and check the description box, guys, because I'm going to add everything in there for you. And also for these seasonings, if you're not familiar with them, they're usually sold at Jamaican grocery stores. If you're not familiar with them, I'll go ahead and link those below as well so that you could go ahead and pick some up from there. Okay, so we're going to use a spoon to mix this in, because if you ever made anything curry before and had that touch your fingers, your hands, you know that don't wash out your nails for days, and you don't want that. Alright, so just use a spoon or a glove. If you have a glove, you could use that as well, and incorporate in your seasonings well. Alright, so the oil and green seasoning is going to get that mixed in well over the meat. I love curry chicken. It's just one of my favorite Jamaican dishes. Curry is always good. Can't go wrong with curry. Cannot go wrong with curry chicken. Love some. And it's so quick and easy, guys. You're going to see how quick this is to make. You just want to smash out some of the onion into the chicken to get that flavor. Smash out that onion, smash out the bell pepper. You want all that flavor into your chicken. So there you have it, guys. Well seasoned meat. Now all we need to do is cook it, and then we can eat. So I'll meet you at the stove. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and add some oil to our pot. So I'm just going to pour some oil in there. Okay, so at this point you want to have your heat on high. Alright, so I'm going to add some curry powder to the oil because I love to burn my curry first. So you season the chicken with curry and you also add it to the oil. Alright, so I'm just going to stir this in. This just adds a nice rich gravy whenever you do this step. All right, so when you burn your curry, it gives the gravy a nice rich texture. All right, so you don't want to overburn your curry. So as soon as it gets to that point, you want to go ahead and add your chicken in. All right, so just dump that in there. Like so. And add all your onions in as well. And then you're going to incorporate in that curry oil into your chicken. Alright, and to the same bowl that I seasoned the chicken in, I added some water. And I'm going to pour that into our chicken. Look how beautiful that already looks. So delicious and nice. So here I have some thyme. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull some leaves off of there and just get some thyme into the meat. Alright, so I'm not putting this whole thing because I don't want to have the sticks in there. So that's good. So we're going to go ahead and mix that thyme in. And this is going to be such a nice rich gravy. You see that already? Let me just zoom in so you can see. You see that gravy already that's developing? That's as a result from burning the curry. So you want to make sure that you add the curry powder when you're seasoning up your meat, and then you want to make sure that you add the curry powder to the oil when you're ready to cook it, because that makes a world of a difference when you're currying your chicken. Alright, so once the water that we added is heated up and everything is in your pot, you want to go ahead and cover this down so that it could cook. Alright, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you a special ingredient that I have to have in my curry chicken, and trust me, you're going to want to add it too, because it's going to make a world of a difference. Alright, beautiful people, so our chicken has been cooking for about 10 minutes now, so we're going to go ahead and check in on our meat. Okay, beautiful, nice and flavorful meat. Alright, so what we're going to do now, alright guys, so the must have in your curry chicken is some potatoes. Okay, so you're going to want to dice them up like this small so that they could cook in time with the chicken. Alright, so about that size dice pieces you want to add to your curry chicken. Okay, so we're going to add that in. Okay, just put that all over the chicken there, because chicken don't take too long to cook, guys, so you don't want to be adding big pieces of potatoes, because you don't want that to make the chicken overcook, because the chicken, if the chicken cooks for too long, it's gonna get shreddy, and you don't want that. And here I have some water. Normally I would add hot water, but this is chicken, so it won't take too long to cook, so I'm not worried about it slowing down the bubbling. Alright, so you just add some water. You could add hot water or cold water, whichever one. If you have water boiling, you could add that. Alright, so add your water in, and then just make sure that the potatoes are nice and submerged into the gravy so that everything could cook, because the potatoes, guys, you need to have potatoes in your curry chicken, because it just adds a nice texture to the dish. Like when you're eating the chicken and then you have the soft potatoes, it's just so delicious. Okay, so go ahead and cover that for another 10 minutes. Let it simmer. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. So the chicken and the potatoes and everything has been cooking. Alright, so here's what we have working with right now. Nice, thick, rich gravy. You see that? Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to add our finishing seasonings. Alright, so here we have our finishing seasoning. And I like to call this my finishing seasoning because this is the last touch to our dish. Alright, so here I have some scallion, also known as green onions, some red and green bell pepper, and some thyme. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add this in, incorporate it, and then that's going to be the final touch to make this dish great. Alright, so go ahead and add all of that in, guys. This is just going to add a nice, beautiful, rich aroma. And I like to put that finishing season because it's the final punch of flavor that you add into your dish. Trust me, it makes a world of a difference when you add these right at the end, because it gives it a nice flavor. Like you taste the thyme, you taste the scallion, you taste everything in that first note of when it touches your tongue. It's just so good. So all the seasons that we add before, the onion and the thyme and all of that, that's incorporated into the meat. But you want to add some finishing touch to it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is put our flame on medium and just let that simmer. Alright guys, so it's been 5 minutes, so let me zoom in and show you what we're working with this gravy. Look at that, guys. Look how thick and creamy that is. Look at that. Nice, rich curry gravy. This is exactly what you want to have. And look at the meat pieces. Meat still intact, not shreddy, not falling apart, but just succulent enough where it's falling off the bone. Look at that, guys. Nice, tender piece of curry chicken. Nice enough where it's not falling off the bone, but it's succulent. Right? Let me show you another piece. Look at that. And this is why I like to use the leg quarters, because all of this is just, it's just gonna have a nice succulent texture. Just so good. You see that, guys? So cool. Look at that, guys. Nice, rich pot of curry chicken. Guys, if you love what you see, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Share this with your friends, because I know everybody gonna want to know how to make this pot of curry chicken that's gonna hit so well. All right, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what everybody think after you make it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys. We're coming with it every week. We come in with a nice, delicious Jamaican recipe. I love to cook, grew up in Jamaica, and nothing to me like cooking. And I just want to show you guys exactly how to execute these Jamaican dishes. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on none of my recipes. And check out the ones that's already up, because trust me, you're gonna love it. Alright, so again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay blessed.